Today, hospitals generate an enormous amount of waste, and much of it comes from products designed to be used only once. One example is the isolation gown, a product used for only a few hours, but discarded immediately after use. Around 30% of hospital waste comes from the operating room, and in just one hospital, that can mean more than 54,000 gowns every year. Now, imagine that number multiplied across hospitals around the world. What seems small in one procedure becomes massive at a global scale. And the problem does not end when the gown is thrown away. Most disposable gowns are made from plastic that can stay in the environment for hundreds of years. And if the gown is burned, it still creates pollution and extra costs. People's care should not cost the planet's health. But environmental impact is not the only problem. Imagine standing for hours under surgical lights, under heat, pressure, and constant focus. Now imagine that the garment meant to protect you is also making that experience harder. The isolation gown is always there, and yet it is rarely noticed. That is exactly the problem. Current gowns create three major challenges: heat, restriction, and waste. So we asked ourselves a simple question. What if a gown could protect and return to Earth? At first, we thought this project was about waste. Then, we thought it was about care. But eventually, we realized it was about both. That is why we created both. Care in both directions. A disposable isolation gown designed to care for healthcare professionals and for the planet. Our solution combines three key elements: a bamboo-based textile, localized liquid protection, and end-of-life compostability. We selected bamboo because it is one of the fastest-growing renewable resources on Earth. It is renewable, biodegradable, breathable, and naturally antibacterial, making it a strong alternative for healthcare applications. But comfort is not enough. A gown also needs protection. That is why we use Organotex, a PFAS-free finish that helps repel liquids. At a microscopic level, one side attaches to the fabric and the other side repels water. We apply it only on the highest risk areas, the chest and sleeves. This keeps the gown protective, breathable, and comfortable. The story does not end after use. The gown's life continues. Through our circular approach, the material can naturally decompose and return to the earth. Compared to conventional disposable gowns, both performs better across the whole life cycle, during use and after use. It is light on your body, lighter on the planet getting here. Required research, testing, and refinement. We explored different materials, patterns, and protective finishes before reaching our final proposal. Throughout the process, we listened to users and experts to better understand their needs and validate our proposal. Because the surgeon is not just wearing the gown, they depend on it. That is why validation is essential. Our testing follows the same standards used to classify medical gowns, including impact penetration testing and hydrostatic pressure testing. Our goal is to achieve Level 2 and Level 3 performance, the most widely used protection levels in healthcare environments. In the end, this project is not asking how to make a gown look different. It is asking how one of the most overlooked products in healthcare can become more protective, more breathable, more comfortable, and more responsible. Care for the doctor, care for the planet, because better care for them means better care for everyone else. Thank you